Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gamma Counselor, and we are actually back with some different kind of content besides Destiny. That's right. I was on Amazon and I ordered this bad boy. That's right, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Legendary Dex 2. Now, I've always been not necessarily a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! I am a fan of Yugioh, right? I don't play it. It's more just more nostalgic throwback to when I was a kid. And I figured, why not get the OG decks, right? Like the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. Now, my setup isn't anything fancy because I don't do card openings very often, so bear with me. And I am absolutely using a butter knife to be able to pop this open. I know I'm going to be rage baiting someone, but I'm not a professional card opener. This is very obviously meant to be something for my own personal enjoyment. And we're gonna go ahead and take this off. I mean, man, look at that. The classic art style and everything. Awesome. Absolutely love it. Now, things are gonna be opposite to you. In fact, I might be able to fix it. Let's see. Let's see if I can fix. Okay, that's webcam. Capture frame. All right, let's see if I can fix it to where it's the same side as you guys. Oh, that's definitely not gonna do the job. Nope. I'm trying to mirror it on the other side. And okay. It's not mirrored the way I would like it to be mirrored, but we're just gonna have to deal with it because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to make it whatever, right? We're just gonna get into it. You're just gonna have to bear with the fact that things are gonna be backwards and the text is gonna be backwards. So apologies, not professional, but this is more just for the enjoyment. All right, so we're starting off. We have this collector. I wouldn't say collector or anything, but it's like the fancy extra cards that they give you. Magic the Gathering does the same thing. I'm going to be careful. I don't know the value of this stuff, honestly. If anything, I'm going to be honest with you. If anything, I am going to be making a TCG club at my school. And I'm going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. And so 9 out of 10 times, these cards are probably going to be used for that club. So it's going to get a lot of wear, probably some tear. I will try to get sleeves to make them last longer. Obviously, if I would do a club, I would like them to be used for more than just 1 year. All right, we've got the dark. Let's see, the dark burning attack. Again, you're going to see this backwards. Maybe in the future, I'll figure out how to do this reversed. Make it less mirrored, but the art style, very cool. Then we have dark burning magic. Dark magician and magician girl, obviously iconic from Yugi. But I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, I think I like the original. I think Battle City is probably my favorite. We've got Eternal Soul. I truly do think that even though there is some callbacks and there's some new cards like Kaiba's, I don't remember that. I remember this in the anime, the maiden with eyes of blue. I remember her. That's how Kaiba's ancestor gets blue eyes, white dragon. But outside of that, I truly do like Battle City the most. The dragon, the 3 ancient dragons versus Leviathan was neat. And obviously there's Reshef, the Dark Ages, that was all right. And then the final conclusion of Atem, that was cool too. But personally, let's see, how do I do this without tearing it? Usually they have a seam you can kind of grab and tear apart. I'm just not very stupid when it comes to card openings, trying my hardest not to rip it. Oh, right here. There's like a tab. I knew there's usually some kind of a tab, and it does open up all the way around very nicely. Okay. Like, I don't want to intentionally damage cards if I don't have to. All right. We're actually getting into the decks. I'm going to set this aside because this is more for Yugi's deck. It seems like if I want to put those in. This is definitely going to be Joey's deck because the Blackstone Legend, I've never seen this card before. Very cool. I got autofocus on again. Very neat. I'm mostly, since I don't actually play these cards, I'll have to learn if I teach kids how to play. But this is mostly going to be based on just the art. Return of the Red Eyes. Which, again, a lot of these cards were not in the original. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. XYZ summon. I know this was afterwards. I think it was after Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I'm not a fan. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is beyond to a certain extent. It's kind of gotten degenerate for me. I'm old. Having to do Link Summon 5 times drives me crazy. I'm a little disappointed. I remember this was like the second variant of Red Eyes. It was Red Eyes B Dragon, not Black Dragon. And I have the actual original, like as a collector over there, the original Red Eyes Black Dragon. So I'm a little disappointed we got this version, to be honest. Just a little disappointed. The art's all right, but it's not the OG. All right, we got Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. I've never seen this card. I'll have to like read these if I can get the focus. I don't like how it does not want to focus for me. There we go. It's a little bit better. Let's see. I try to do this on the configure video, autofocus. Let's turn that off. There we go. That's much better focusing. We're good. We're good. I think that's beautiful. We'll keep that. All right. Then we have Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. Dude, that's sick. I wish Red Eyes was really better than what it is. Because Red Eyes is so good. Red Eyes Retro Dragon. Dude, that's crazy. That is I gotta say, Red Eyes dragons look dope. I remember when I was a kid, the new Red Eyes was Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. That's when I stopped playing like middle school level. Red Eyes Metal Dragon, or Black Metal Dragon, sorry. It's not the fusion, it's just straight up the Metal Dragon variant. We got Axe Raider. I'm gonna go through a little, now that we've gone through like the key things, I'm gonna go a little faster. Axe Raider, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon, the OG, Jinzo. Okay, so we do got some Battle City cards in here. We got Jinzo. We got Goblin Attack Force, Gearfried, the Iron Knights. Now I remember the Gearfried, not the Lightning, the other variant with the dude with the long hair. I remember that set coming out and getting that in like middle school. And it was like, oh dude, that's epic. I think there was a whole deck around him. Rocket Warrior, that's the iconic Battle City card. Blue Flame Swordsman, Time Wizard, Phoenix Gearfried. That's new. I've never seen that before. Gemini Summoner. It's a spellcaster, which I didn't even realize Joey had a spellcaster. I'm going to be honest. Neat. Very interesting. It was more like Yugi's thing. Blazewing Butterfly. Again, insect. I feel like there's mixed mash of cards that aren't prototypical. Dark Valkyrie. Man Knight, Valkyrie Knight, very neat. Keeper of the Shrine, it's a dragon. That's a dragon? Dude, it's an old man dragon. It's kind of dope. Inferno Fire Blast, there's a Red Eyes move. Red Eyes Fusion, and so he has his own special fusion. That's very interesting. Cards of the Red Stone. I love Magic the Gathering, and both Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering have fantastic art. Like, you've got to get props to the artwork from both sides of the coin. Salamandra, Scapegoat, Classic, Foolish Burial, Roulette Spider, Supervise, Mystical Space Typhoon, Symbols of Duty, Red Eye Spirit. I'm trying to like come forward, that way it's easier to kind of do all this. My arms are actually getting a big workout, to be honest. Kunai with Chain, we definitely remember that from the anime. Call of the Haunted, Torrential Tribute, Burst Breath, Curse of Anubis. I remember this. I remember Anubis's End or something like that. I remember that because I had the card. I had it in foil. A really cool card. Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. The fusion. Very interesting. Alligator Swords Dragon. And then the last card. I'm disappointed we don't have the 1,000-Year Dragon or whatever the fusion was. All right, and then we have a token. We have Joey with black eyes, red eyes, black bee dragon, not black dragon. It's just the bee dragon. Very cool. I like the homage to the classic art style, dude. That's dope. I will probably take out the token and put it on display somewhere over there. I might just keep for a while. Yeah, I think the tokens, I'll definitely take these tokens and use them as part of like the collectors over there for the funsies. Very neat. I'm gonna go ahead and just for the sake of checking, it doesn't, yeah, there's nothing underneath it, so it's all just like an empty box. There was a $10 more increased version of it, and it just looked like it was a bigger box. I looked everywhere. I even watched people open it, and the bigger box is literally, you're paying $10 for a bigger box. Like, it looks fancier, and I guess you could use it for deck storage. You could still probably do that with how small these cards are. You could take away the plastic and still use this whole box as a deck storage. Like, you could do that. And I might actually do that with my students. All right, we're gonna leave Yugi for last. So let's go to Kaiba. Looks like we're going to our Blue Eyes themed. Again, I'm trying to look for the sweet spot. It's a tab right there. I don't want to go out of my way and destroy this, even though I know my students will probably destroy a card or two, but it's okay. I had no intention. If I wanted to collect this, I would have not opened the package at all. Would have done it. All right, so we're kicking off with Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. What a beautiful card. I remember her in the anime. What is she actually? That's a lot of text for me to try to read. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to read that. Maybe later on my own time, but the artwork, very beautiful. Then we have the Melody of Awakening Dragon. That is, I think that's Lord of D with a guitar. I believe that's Lord of D with a guitar. That's crazy. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. There he is. There's the big boy, the OG. This used to be the power. Now this thing's been like power crept out of existence. Though I'm gonna be honest, I never understood the reason to give up 3 Blue Eyes for just 1,500 more attack when you could just put a spell that gives you that boost on its own. I guess for the cool factor, you're like, haha, my ultimate summon, my ritual summon, fusion. It's cool. It's neat. Out of everything, I feel like this card should have had an alt design by now. I know there's like Neos Blue Eyes Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Like there's Chaos Dragons and all that stuff. But I feel like the OG should have had alternate art made for it. Ah, there it is. And unfortunately, it's not foil. I have a foil one back there, but for some reason they gave us the OG Blue Eyes, but not the OG Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's baffling to me. But hey, we got the OG Blue Eyes. Oh, and we got the alt Blue Eyes. And then the alt. I actually don't have a copy of this. There was like 3 different versions. Actually, there's 4 now. That's crazy. Yeah, so we got all our different versions of Blue Eyes. That's cool. Now we have Dragon Spirit of White. Kaiba Man. I thought that was funny. I know there, I think I've seen on like, as I was looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards on Instagram. I know I do Instagram reels and I just kind of go through things. There was like an episode that popped up from the GX, and I've never really watched GX, but Kaiba Man was a part of it. Like Kaiba Man played Kaiba Man, and I kind of want to watch the episode just to see what the heck is going on. But here he is, Kaiba Man in the flesh. It's kind of on the nose that Kaiba would be playing Kaiba Man. But he is kind of all about himself. The White Stone of Legend. The White Stone of Ancients. A lot of stones. Protector with Eyes of Blue. Master with Eyes of Blue. There's a whole story unfolding of these cards. Battle Ox, we know that. Legend, the mystical genie of the land. Man, it was crazy because I remember how power crept Yu-Gi-Oh has become. Because back in the day, having a 4-dropped 1800 was like game breaking. Like you hated the person that dropped this. You stared at them like, you son of a gun, I can't believe you did that. Because it's so freaking strong. You drop something like that and you literally destroyed most of the freaking cards on the field. Vorse Raider, again, this thing, nasty, 1900. Alexandrite Dragon, I've never seen it, but whoa, okay, yeah. This was definitely not back in the OG. This is a 2000 for 4, but I guess the defense is only 100, so I guess that's supposed to be the difference. Blade Knights, remember that. Ancient Lamp, yeah, the Wombo Combo. Tiger Dragon, that's new. Kid Moto Dragon. I see what you did there. It's a Kid Moto Dragon. Definitely not something Kaiba would actually be using in his deck because he doesn't do cute cards. King of the Swamp. Rider of the Storm Winds. Burst Stream of Destruction. Beacon of White. Dude, really cool art. Mausoleum of White. Polymerization. We all know what that is. Enemy Controller. Shrink. Silent Doom. Ancient Rules. That actual Blue Eyes? Kind of looks like it. Trade-in. Where art thou? That's an actual card. Where art thou, Romeo? Pot of Dichotomy. There's so many different pots. It's crazy. Fusion Substitution. Unexpected Die. Negate Attack. Final Attack Orders. Shadow Spell. Cloning. Fusion Reserve. Jar of Avarice. Azure Eye Silver Dragon. Crazy. First of the Dragons. And then there's our Kaiba token. Looking very smooth, though I'm disappointed that this is being done with the alt card instead of the OG Kaiba and Blue Eyes. But nonetheless, very dope, very cool. All right, put that back in the box for now. All right, one more. Here we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put these cards on the bottom because I will deal with these later. My arms are killing. If I were to fix the setup, it would be push the camera like from here to like back over here so that I actually have more. I can just hold it right here. Because right now I'm like full extent. I'm like this. Right now, this is what my arms look like. Like no shot, no joke. Just right here. All right, let's continue this lovely video of me failing to open cards. Where's the tab? There it is. Tab is right there. Man, it's crazy because I'm so used to opening like Magic the Gathering cards, which I do have a box to open. I have got this beauty. Modern Horizons. Oh, baby. I'm excited. I love Eldrazi's. But we're going to save that for a different video. All right. Yu-Gi-Oh! Slifer the Sky Dragon. I actually have the Slifer Sky Dragon deck. I bought it just so I actually tried playing Yu-Gi-Oh with some of my students during debate runs when I was at tournaments. It's like, hey, let's play a game together. So that's exactly what I did. I bought the deck. So I have Slifer already. I have like 3 different versions of Slifer. Unintentionally. All right, so, oh, and then we got Obelisk the Tormentor. I don't have this deck. Winged Dragon Raw. I have all 3 versions, even like the $15 version of them. And I do have a competitive Winged Dragon of Raw deck just to play with suited. So it's cool to see him in a regular Yugi deck. Legendary. This is new. Legendary. Let me read it because it's full. Legendary Exodia Incarnate. Dude, there are so many different Exodia versions out there. It's crazy. All right, so we've got the Ties of the Brethren. We've got Obliteration. That's a callback to the original. Exodia, obliterate. Yeah, that's iconic. Oh, hey, we actually got Exodia, the basics. Wow, I remember how these used to be expensive. I think they still are, the OG ones. So we got all the different arms of Exodia, the different arms and legs and the head. And then, of course, we have Exodia Necros. And I got this like from an actual pack one day. I was like, this thing seems broken. And that's back before they really power crept Yu-Gi-Oh! Like now there's like so many things that say this card can't be destroyed by XYZ and 20 different things. And you're like, how do you play this game with the fact that most cards have some kind of effect that just can't be destroyed? Like, huh? That's how I feel. But I remember watching the Battle City episode where Kaiba faces off against this thing. And I was like, dope. But the fact that Yugi has it in his deck is kind of crazy. And of course, the OG Dark Magician, you have to have it. It's crazy that there's so many different versions. There's a red version, and there's like even a darker version of it. This is like the light, kind-hearted, like, oh yay, anime happy card. Dark Magician Girl, such a cutie. Here she is in all her glory. Buster Blader, absolutely swagalicious. Silent Magician, level 8. Yugi's all about those magicians. Of course, you have to have level 4. Big Shield Gardener. Yep. The Tricky. I don't remember him ever playing Tricky. Magician's Valkyrie. Nice. Okay. Blast Magician. Blockman. I have never seen this card, but okay. Marshmallow. I think he played this card specifically in Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. I'm not for sure, but I feel like that's where that came from. Sangan. Golden Sarcophagus. Swords Revealing Light. That has definitely been played many times by Yugi. Magical Dimension. That's been played. Tricky Spell 4. Again, I don't know. Magician Unite. I'm sure he's played that. Thousand Knives. I know he has. Dark Magic Attack. Absolutely been played that. Contract with Exodia. I think that's how you summon Necros. Messenger of Peace. Dark Factory of Mass Production. Monster Reincarnation. Okay, where's No Reborn? Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Pot of Duality. Mirror Force. Isn't this banned? I thought someone said, I swear I thought Mirror Force was banned because it was like too broken, even though you can XYZ something like just can't be killed by anything. So I don't know. Well, it is what it is. Magical Hats. OG. Magical Cylinders. Yep. Magician's Circle. Cracked. Backup Soldier. Gravity Bind. And of course, the token. Now, there are several things that, like the Magnet Warriors aren't in here, which is disappointing to me. I'm trying to think whatever, like a Karibo's not even here. Well, that's Sangan's in here, but Karibo's not? Come on. I feel like it's a sin to the fact that Karibo is not in here. Like, I feel like Karibo even, like, didn't he use Karibo also in Battle City? I'm pretty sure he did. But anyways, the token, we have, I don't know why we have the alt art magician, because we don't even have that dark magician. So like why. But either way, I think that's supposed to be the Battle City Magician. I'm not for sure. But there it is. Very cool. Really, really cool. I think this set is pretty dope. Let's go ahead and let's have the theme match, right? There we go. We got the whole gang here. Very cool. Yeah, I'll probably take these tokens out and have them on my shelf of other cards. I've got other classic cards that I remember getting as a kid, like Ancient Mew from like the movie, Mewtwo. I think what I want to do is collect all the original Pokemon, even if it's not like high rarity. I just want the base versions, and I might do the same thing for Yu-Gi-Oh. Just get all the base version cards. But yeah, there it is, the Legendary Dex collector's box. It's not very collectible right now, but that's okay. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit that like button, comment down below, and I hope you appreciate this little deterrence from Yu-Gi-Oh, or from Destiny. I do like trading cards. I'm a nerd, and so it was really cool to open up and see some cards from my childhood. There was definitely some new cards that I've never seen before. I can definitely tell there's some throwbacks to some of the anime. Overall, dope. I can't wait to play with these with my students and teach them about Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering. As always, don't forget to be the best version of yourself. And until next time, game out. Huzzah!